ADHD and motivation. Most people would categorize this as quite the difficult relationship, where if we were to compare this to a problematic romantic relationship, the one person always seems to want more than the other person has to give.
Marriage is a lot of work.
So much work.
Lucky for us, once we know what our brain needs, it's actually quite an easy and simple fix, and in comparison to human relationships, doesn't involve any therapy.
Well, that's good news.
So, how can you get rid of those negative, procrastinating feelings to get and stay motivated whenever you want? Stay tuned to find out the 5 best motivational ADHD hacks. Welcome back, guys, to ADHD Vision. If you're new and want to learn how to use ADHD to your advantage, why don't you consider subscribing? If we want to get and stay motivated with ADHD, we have to know what our brain needs chemically and what tricks we can use to trigger our motivation emotionally. No one enjoys doing their taxes or cleaning the dishes, but most people tend to be able to suck it up. Well, that can be a lot more difficult for us.
You know what? I can't do it.
You see, if we're not inherently interested in something, it's almost painful to have to get up and start doing whatever needs to get done. This often leads to us putting off the activity for a short time, only to end up procrastinating for the next week until the pile of dishes literally cannot get any larger. The task then becomes more and more difficult to tackle, and just seeing it can demotivate you back into oblivion, which can lead to self-doubt. On the flip side, we can be extremely interested in something, engage into it for the next 3 weeks as intensely as humanly possible, only for us to drop it again because it's lost its novelty and it's just gotten too repetitive. And all of that, even though we might really want to keep at it. By the way, this is when people with ADHD make great entrepreneurs.
What a twist!
If you can relate to this, don't fret. Contrary to common belief, research shows that this actually has nothing to do with being lazy or lacking willpower, but mostly with our dopamine deficit in our brains, which is the chemical in charge of, amongst other things, you guessed it, motivation. Once we know how to increase our dopamine and combine this with a few ADHD life hacks, we are good to go. So, how do we do that? As mentioned, even though our brains find it very difficult to focus on things that aren't of interest to us, we are actually able to hyper-focus and get exorbitantly motivated about things that are, with our brain chemistry changing completely into hyper-focus mode, which I like to call our superpower, as we are able to drown out everything and anything around us to focus solely on one thing.
Look, up in the sky, it's a bird!
It's a plane!
It's Superman! Yes, it's Superman!
Now, if you want to learn more about our ADHD hyperfocus ability before you keep watching, click on the video on the top right and then come back to this video. In regards to our motivation, this means that once a task gets too repetitive or boring for us, the first thing we have to do is remind ourselves of why we are engaging into this task in the first place. Why were you motivated by this task to begin with? It's immensely important to connect back with that emotion because, according to neuroscientist Jofus Ledo, emotions, mostly unconscious ones, are powerful and critical motivators of human thoughts and action. And because of our emotional dysregulation with ADHD, which makes us more emotional both negatively and positively, once we associate true positive emotion with the task at hand, we are virtually unstoppable.
You have powers! Yeah, baby!
It's easy to forget the why behind our day-to-day effort, so take a few minutes to write out your goals, visualize them in your mind in order to connect back with your initial emotion that drove you to take action. Secondly, and this is one of my personal favorites, especially if we're talking about bigger things to get done that take endurance and patience, like training for a boxing match for 6 months or applying for multiple jobs. You need to set small, achievable goals along the way, reminding you of your progress. I have mentioned this in previous videos before, but one of the ways I'm actually able to muster up my motivation to post a video is by splitting the making of this video up into smaller tasks such as idea, script, find soundtrack, edit video, edit thumbnail. You get the picture. Or you get the video in this case. Once I tick off those boxes, it reminds me that I'm getting closer and closer to my goal, keeping my motivation up. Now, before we continue, guys, I want to remind you to give this video a like if you feel like it's helping you, because that's how you can in turn motivate me to produce more helpful content. If we could get to 200 likes, I would really appreciate you. And guys, just by the way, only 20% of the people who watch these videos are actually subscribed. So for everyone else, if you want to learn ADHD success, then you can't miss out on any more videos. Click subscribe and ring that bell to learn how to live your best life with ADHD. Third, start your day off right. Now, I know you might not want to tailor your day to being able to doing the laundry or doing the dishes, and don't worry, that's not what I'm asking you to do here. Rather, I am talking about driving up our dopamine levels in the morning with the ADHD Morning Routine involving exercise in order for you not to get into motivational slumps in the first place. The more dopamine you have, the more you will be motivated. The video on the top right links you to the ADHD Morning Routine, which lets you know about a specific form of exercise you should be doing for the best dopamine effect on ADHD. Now, if you add goal setting to this morning ritual and remind yourself emotionally of why you need to do what you need to get done today, you will most definitely embark into your day feeling like nothing can stop you. Trust me, I speak from experience. Number 4, and credits go to Attitude Mag for this one, remove the should or supposed to's in your life. If you think about it, these words are usually only associated with tasks or chores that other people want you to do, making it a lot less motivating. Try to replace these words with want by asking yourself the question, what if anything about this task is okay with me? What piece might I enjoy? Number 5, take a break. Now, this last one is specifically for all of you who have managed to stick to a project for a longer period of time already, but are now starting to lose energy and find it difficult to keep up the consistency. Now let me start off by saying that I am more than familiar with this. In fact, if I'm very honest, it's probably the main struggle I face in regards to making these YouTube videos for you. Each video takes me about 20 hours to make, all the while I have a full-time job on the side. So I've realized that it's not only okay to take a small break, but essential for getting our or my energy levels back up. And just for the record, as we do everything to 110%, when I do take a break, I'm literally gone from the face of the planet for the whole day, order fast food, and just do what makes me feel good. This is the only way I can muster up my self-discipline for the days ahead. I also then don't feel bad when I do take that intense break because I know that I needed it.
On a typical day, I'll consume anywhere between 15 and 20,000 calories.
It is important, however, to just let that day be that day and to not let yourself fall into a week's slump. Overall, guys, if all else fails in regards to your motivation, I would highly encourage you to check out my motivational videos, which I designed specifically for our brain. Check them out here, and be sure to subscribe and ring that bell if you haven't already. Thank you for watching, guys. I will see you again in 2 weeks.